Hello, everyone. It's Darlene. I know it's late at night, but I wanted to come to you, give you a message that hopefully will be some form of inspiration to you this week. I really meant to come to you yesterday, but I realized that I needed to take a break and to get still and quiet. And that's what this topic is about tonight, finding quiet. And the only way we can do that is to be still. Okay. So, why is my topic on finding quiet? Well, the older I get, the more I realize how we live in the midst of a very noisy world, both physically and uh, internally. And what do I mean by that? If you live in the city, you know what I'm talking about. Noises of the sounds in the streets, the people. Sometimes, if you have a condition like anxiety, depression, you may have a lot of internal noises that keep you from finding true quietness. Um, we are in general, people who require being connected to one another. Um, we need community. And when we have the absence of connectivity, then you can have things like depression. Okay. Um, in fact, we know that babies that don't have connectivity, that are not loved, um, there is uh, can be the development of major problems, and there can actually be death of the child. So there's a fine line between finding the right amount of connectivity and having moments of quiet. I remember as a young child, when weekends really were weekends. You didn't work on weekends. They had what they call the blue law. Stores didn't open, or when they started opening, they opened at a certain time. And now we live in a world where things are open 24 hours, 7 days a week, and there is no rest. Um, we are so busy, connected by the information highway, that never shuts down. And we realize, those of us who are working, that because we are connected by the information highway, you know, we are constantly bombarded by information. And I don't know when this has become more realized than just in 2020 and now 2021, during a time of pandemic. You know, yes, people have been able to work from home. Um, and then those who are frontline have had to work in their respective places. And what we've realized is that work, for many of us, instead of really slowing down, is slowed down in one sense, but it has greatly increased in other senses. And so, what I want you to do is understand the importance of finding quietness, okay? And I'm going to talk about three different things. I'm going to talk about them real quick. So, importance number one, is to reset. When we are bombarded with so much noise, external or internal, we lose our focus, okay? And sometimes that's on purpose. People want you to be off kilter. They want you not to focus on what you are here to do. Um, they are purposefully distracting you. So when you can take yourself away from these noises, you can learn to focus again on what is important. You can concentrate on what is your purpose, and you can fulfill your purpose. Okay. The second reason to find quietness is to restore. Okay. When we are bombarded by so much noise, we are less sensitive to the softer things. Okay. What I mean by this, if I'm around a lot of loud noises, then I lose my sensitivity to the very soft noise or the very soft voice that may be giving me ideas of how to be creative, how to fulfill my purpose. Okay. Um, when there's so much noise, you can't you can't focus on those things. You lose again the sensitivity to what is being said to you, said to your heart. Um, so it's important to find quietness. The third reason to find quietness is to regenerate. Okay. When we are bombarded by noise all the time, we become stressed. Okay. We get out of balance. We um, lose our sense of peace. Um, we are so overworked that we become non productive. Okay. So once we find a quiet place, once we find quietness again, our peace is restored. We have a sense of calmness. We become productive. Um, Important. So, what I'm going to do is challenge you right now. Challenge you to step away from all the noise of social media, the noise of news on the TV, the noise of, being pulled by things that work puts on you. When you leave work, try to complete what you're supposed to do for work at work. And this is, I'm talking to myself, I'm talking to the choir, I'm talking to me. When you're at work, do your work. When you come home, step away from work. Put your work down. You need to reset, restore, regenerate so that when you go back to work, you can be the creative person that you were meant to be. Okay. So put your cell phones down at night. Put your computers down at night. Turn the TV off. Find a moment of quiet. Okay. It is important. I cannot stress this enough. As you go through this week and the weeks that are coming, find quiet. It's amazing how, especially this time of the year, we go from one holiday season to another, and we are so rushed through it all that you can't appreciate it because of the hustle and bustle and the noise of it all. I challenge you, slow down, find the quiet, and enjoy. Find peace and allow your creative person to come through. If you've enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and when you subscribe, there's a little bell. If you want to know if I'm putting out another episode of something, hit the bell. Otherwise, you won't be notified. You'll just be subscribed. So I hope you enjoyed this. And I'll be talking to you later in the week. Have a great night and rest well. Find your quietness.